Happy Memorial Day weekend. My name's Corey Swanstrom. I got this old pickup truck right here. It's a 1996 F250 Ford Power Stroke diesel. I originally bought this truck for myself. I was just going to fix it up, but I run it around. I played with it a little bit today, but it doesn't need a lot of things. This is a good, solid truck. This truck come out of Ohio, but it spent its entire life in Florida. Truck has no rust underneath it, nowhere. There's no rust on this truck. This is a rust-free truck. It does have a few issues that I know about. I haven't drove the truck down the road, but like I said, I bought it. It's a good fixer-upper truck. It's for somebody who doesn't want to spend a ton of money on these trucks. I mean, there's a lot of people out there with trucks like these, and they just are asking stupid money. But this truck here is just a good, solid fixer-upper truck. The engine's right tight. It's sound. It sounds great. There's no blow-by. All the chrome, all the trim, everything's in good shape. The paint's oxidized. The truck's been sitting for about a year. The guy I got it from, he had told me that the transmission was shifting extremely hard, so he quit driving the truck, and I pretty much know what's wrong with it. It's a common thing with these E4ODs in these trucks, is I'm quite sure the solenoid shift pack is out of it. So, I mean, you replace that, you're good to go. Now, the dash cluster, the gauges, or the RPM's not working. That's more than likely the speed sensor. I can't look at the miles. I'm waiting for a Carfax to come out back right now, but he did tell me the miles are right at 200,000 or a tick over 200,000. But he said they're right there at 200,000. I brought the truck into the shop. The tires were shot. I put a set of 285 75 16s on it, BF Goodrich's. Now, typically on all my trucks, and I own, I don't know, I got, how many do I got of these things? I got 5 or 6 of them, I think. Yeah, I think I got 5 or 6 or 7 of them. And I got 3 bullnose trucks. So I just buy these trucks, I play with them, I fix them up, kind of do them how I want to do them, and then I'll either get rid of them or I end up keeping them. That's probably why I got 10 of them now. But anyways, that was what I had in mind for this truck right here, is I'm just going to do some things and odds and ends to it. What I do know about the truck is I backed it off the trailer. He did tell me there was something going on, the brake pedal was soft or something. Now, I set the emergency brake when I hauled it. The right rear brake is locked up. I just took the tires off because the tires were shot. So I put new tires on it. Well, they're not new. These are a used set of tires I had off one of my other trucks, but they're like, they still got the tits on them. I mean, they're like new. They don't even have 5,000. They probably got 5,000 miles at best on them. But anyways, the right rear brake is hanging up. So either the wheel cylinder's hung up, which is why the brake light is on in the dash and the ABS, or the emergency brake isn't releasing it. All the other brakes were fine. I looked at the brakes, the pads are good. So it's definitely the right rear brake. Things that I know that the truck's going to need to make it a good roadworthy truck is there's 3 key essential things it's going to need. It's going to need the right rear brake attention on that. It's going to need the shift solenoid pack in the transmission. And the other thing is the pivot axle bushings on the front end are shot. When you back the truck up, the front end folds out. So, but that's an easy fix, man. I just completely did a whole new front end on my other 250 I got over there. You know, I did it myself. It's not that big of a deal. Get you a bushing press. But I did the whole front end. The wheel bearings are tight on this front end. The ball joints are tight. This truck literally just needs pivot axle bushings, and they're like, I think they're like 35 bucks a bushing, you know, plus your time. Now, if you want to send it to a shop and have it done, you can. It's not that big of a job. Like I said, I just did one on my truck over there. I put all new tie rods, drag link ends, bearings, races, the whole front end, ball joints, pivot axle bushings, everything's brand new. And I know I didn't spend, I can go back and look, but I didn't spend no more than $500 in parts. And I put all good stuff underneath it. So the tie rod and drag link underneath this truck feels good. I just grabbed it, it feels good. If it was me, it just depends on what you want. For just a runner around her truck, unless you're trying to make it up and make it real clean, make it a really nice truck. Like I said, I would just put pivot axle bushings in front of it, and this front end's good. The motor's right tight, it's solid. I'll fire it up for you. The paint is oxidized. You can go through and just do a cut and buff on it. You can see where some of it's faded out, it's gotten down, or you can put a paint job on the truck. Truck will look extremely good. Mirrors are good, they're tight. All the chrome around the truck is tight. It just needs a really good cleaning. The truck hasn't ran about a year. I bought it from him, and he told me about the shifting hard and about the cluster in the dash not working. There's a guy on eBay that fixes these dashes. They say it's a 2-week turnaround time. So that's a pretty easy fix, and it's inexpensive, 199 bucks. When I bought it, I just, I told him, I said, well, I'll bring a trailer with a winch. He's like, well, bring 2 batteries, because it didn't have batteries in it. I said, well, I told him, I said, I don't need no batteries, I'll just winch it on up. He goes, no, I want to fire it up. I want to make sure it runs. So I said, okay, I did. Well, it does run. It runs really good. It's sat for a year, man. He put the batteries in, that thing whipped right over. I'll show you the motor. and then I'll show you the inside. The inside of this truck is a 9 out of 10. The interior is in very good shape. Everything works on the inside. The AC works, but the AC is not as cold. The compressor sounds good. It sounds healthy. I just think it's sat and some of the Freon's leaked, and when the compressor don't run, it will leak around that compressor. You put a charge in it, I think your AC's fine in this truck. The heat works out, blows out of the dash, blows out of the vents like it's supposed to. Everything works. The only thing that don't work inside that I've seen so far is the radio, which I have another radio I'll give you. If I have it, I'll give you one, but the radio's not working on this truck. And the windows, both windows going up and down, they do work, but they're working intermittently. I think they've just got a bad connection in there. The door locks work, and he told me about the windows. He said, man, just drive around and they'll start working. And he's correct, they did. So the windows do work, but I think they're just getting a bad connection probably from the switches inside. Like I said, man, you could literally fix this truck right tight and make it a really, really solid truck running up and down the road for probably less, I'm serious, probably less than $2 grand. So if you want to paint the truck, you paint it. If you don't, you don't. But I think this truck's a really good truck. Otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. The interior, the only bad thing about the interior is right here, just a little bit of wear right here on the seat. Other than that, the rest of this truck inside, this truck is clean. Everything works in it, visors work. It's just a good right tight truck. Four-wheel drive works. I already tested the four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive works. I mean, the manual locking hubs, you gotta lock the hubs in, but I went ahead and buried it down a little bit. I locked the hubs. Four-wheel drive works good. Turn the AC on real quick. See the compressor, it'll kick on and off. It's just a little low on Freon. Too low Freon on that guy, so we're good to go. I got this piece back here. It has a tonneau cover on it, which I would take off. It's got a mat inside. I would get rid of that. But here's that little piece. He just took it off. So it's here. All you gotta do is put that back on, put the air induction cover on. And that's it, man. The tailgate's good. This I didn't even look at the title, but I know it's a 96 model with this aluminum piece on here. I wish it came on the 97s, but it don't. I'd actually like to keep this tailgate, but I know I can't. The tailgate's in really good shape. The bed's in good shape. There's no rust. Even though the truck came from Ohio, this truck's been its whole life in Florida. There's zero rust on this truck. I've been all up underneath it. I just took it up in the shop. Just put brand new batteries in it. You know, the battery's about a couple $100 a battery, but I'll leave those in it. I'd like to keep them and put some of my old batteries in there, but I'll leave them in it. The deal is Memorial Weekend, if somebody wants this truck, I'll sell it this weekend for 15 grand. I just put tires on it, put batteries in it, put a shift solenoid pack in the transmission, change the speed sensor on the transmission. I think you're good to go there. Shoot a little Freon in this thing and put pivot axle bushes in it, and this truck will run up and down the highway with no problem. This is a solid truck. Anybody buys this truck for 15 grand is getting a deal this weekend. If I don't sell it this weekend, then I'm gonna fix it on my own. I'll either paint it or I'll make it around the yard here. I'll make a truck for the guys just to run up downtown and do whatever with it. But this is a solid truck right here. So it is a deal this weekend for somebody. If somebody wants it, contact me. I'll leave some info up. You can get a hold of me, hit me up if you want it. You can take it just as it sits right now.